Zetian, China's most brutal empress. In the grand halls of China's imperial past, no figure looms larger or more fearsomely than Wu Zetian, the first and only female emperor in over 3,000 years of Chinese history. Her rise to power is nothing short of legendary, soaked in both ambition and blood. Born in 624 AD to a wealthy and educated family, Wu Zetian was not meant to be an empress, let alone a ruler. Yet from a young age, she displayed intelligence and resolve far beyond her years. At just 14, she was sent to the palace of Emperor Taizong as a concubine, where she learned the inner workings of court politics and silently planned her path to power. After Emperor Taizong died, tradition dictated that Wu be sent to a Buddhist convent for the rest of her life. But Wu had other plans. She returned to the palace, this time seducing Taizong's son, Emperor Gaozong, and slowly established herself as his most trusted partner. From the shadows, she eliminated rival concubines and even the empress herself, reportedly framing the empress for murdering her own daughter, a child some say Wu herself had smothered, just to manipulate her way to the throne. As Gaozong's health deteriorated, Wu became the real power behind the emperor. She acted as regent, presiding over court meetings behind a silk screen. Ministers feared her, and for good reason. Dissent meant death. She set up a vast network of spies and secret police. Torture, forced confessions, and public executions became routine. Officials vanished overnight. Wu's rule was an era of both progress and paranoia. She restructured the bureaucracy, expanded the empire's territory, and championed education and civil service reforms. She even elevated the role of women in court and allowed scholars from humble backgrounds to rise through merit rather than birthright. But her thirst for power knew no limits. In 690 AD, Wu did the unthinkable. She declared herself the emperor of a new dynasty, the Zhou dynasty, interrupting the mighty Tang dynasty for the first and only time. No woman had ever sat on the dragon throne before. Her coronation stunned the nation. Emperors were supposed to be chosen by heaven. Wu dared to claim that divine right for herself. She used Buddhist texts to legitimize her rule, even commissioning scriptures that portrayed her as the reincarnation of Maitreya, the future Buddha. Wu Zetian ruled with an iron grip for 15 years as emperor, but her total reign over China spanned over half a century. She executed or exiled not only officials, but also her own family members, even allegedly poisoning her own son when he threatened her power. Her later years were marked by increasing isolation, illness, and palace intrigue. Eventually, in 705 AD, she was forced to abdicate by her ministers in a quiet coup and died shortly after. She was buried beside her husband Gaozong, and her tombstone was left intentionally blank, a silent recognition that her reign defied everything China had ever known. To this day, Wu Zetian remains a deeply polarizing figure. Was she a visionary leader who broke gender norms, reformed a broken system, and brought stability to a fracturing empire? Or was she a calculating tyrant who ruled through fear, deception, and murder? Historians still debate, but one thing is certain: Wu Zetian didn't just rule China, she rewrote its history.